G'day Explorers, my name's Justin, I'm from Hema Maps. One of the things we do at Hema is we work very closely with Bob Jane T-Marts to help test their tyres in the Australian marketplace. One of the products that we've got sitting on our newly rebuilt and refurbished LC76 is the Radar Renegade-X tyres. Now these aren't available yet in the Australian marketplace, they're still around about 12 months away. But what Bob Jane T-Marts wants us to do is to get them out on the tracks, on the roads, and give it a really good quality test. It's got a really unusual tread pattern. It looks like bat wings, like you'd see in a stealth fighter. But I tell you what, I was really surprised when I got this aggressive road tyre on the road driving from Sydney right through to Broken Hill, how quiet it was. It actually worked really well from a noise level point of view. Driving the 70 series anyway, they're loud and noisy, but to be honest, I didn't hear any tyre noise of any significance. It was a really good road trip out. We drove from Broken Hill through Flinders Ranges, up on the Ute without a track and finished at Mount Dare. We encountered quite a bit of rain and the tracks got a bit slippery and sloppy as we drove. But one thing that was very noticeable about the tyre is it shedded the mud exceptionally well as we drove in that extreme weather conditions. We've then driven from Mount Dare across the French line through to where I am right now at Popel's Corner. And I tell you what, we've hit sand and we're now sitting on a salt flat and the tyre has performed exceptionally well. It's maintained grip, even though these are currently aired down to 14 PSI. They've stayed quite comfortably on the rim and the tyre wear and tread pattern has done exceptionally well. Now, as you know, a tyre test isn't about how it goes on its first trip. We've got a lot of Ks to put into these tyres. We're really happy to try and test these tyres in the marketplace for Bob Jane and see how they perform over the next few months. We want to see how they perform on road. We want to see how they perform in the wet on road, which can be a challenge for a lot of all-terrain extreme tyres. We also want to see how they stick up in a wear test. So for the next 6 months, these things are stuck on the LC76. I'll do about 25, probably nearly 30,000 Ks over that 6 months. We'll give them a really good quality test for Bob Jane T-Marts. But first impressions from these tyres, brilliant. And I'd recommend them strongly to anybody looking at a really aggressive off-road tyre. Thanks again, guys, for joining me. We'll see you out in the tracks. I'm Justin from Hema Maps.